and authentic information.
Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. BJP leads in 3 of 4 states in key assembly polls in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh. Prime Minister Modi thanks people of these states for their unwavering support. BJP takes the lead in Indian state of Chhattisgarh, Congress ahead in Telangana. And the Philippines forces on high alert after a bomb kills 4 people and injures several during a Catholic mass. Counting of votes is underway for the assembly elections in Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan and Telangana. Polling in these states was held last month along with Mizoram. The BJP is set to win all 3 Hindi heartland states where it was in a direct contest with the Congress party. In Madhya Pradesh, the ruling BJP is all set for a comeback as it has crossed the halfway mark to form the next government. Currently, it is leading on 166 seats, while the Congress is leading on 62. And after the resounding victory in Madhya Pradesh, Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan said that people have given their blessings to the double-engine government in the state.
जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने किया है, विकास को जनता का प्यार और आशीर्वाद मिला है। हमने समाज के हर वर्ग के कल्याण के लिए जो योजनाएं बनाई, चाहे वो लाडली बहना योजना हो, मुख्यमंत्री सीखो कमाओ योजना हो या केंद्र की योजनाओं का जो योग्य क्रियान्वयन किया, डबल इंजन की सरकार के काम को जनता ने आशीर्वाद दिया है। मध्य प्रदेश में कोई एंटी इनकम्बेंसी नहीं थी। कांग्रेस के लोग कहते थे एंटी इनकम्बेंसी, और यहाँ तो जनता के प्यार की प्रो इनकम्बेंसी थी और भरपूर प्यार आज मध्य प्रदेश की जनता ने लुटाया है। मैं मध्य प्रदेश की जनता को दोनों हाथ जोड़ के प्रणाम करता हूँ।
In Rajasthan, the BJP is leading on 115 seats, a major setback for the tussle-riddled Congress government, whose alliance has a lead in only 70 constituencies. In Chhattisgarh, the BJP is in a comfortable lead, having raced ahead on 54 seats, while the Congress is leading on only 33. To form a government in the 90-member Chhattisgarh Assembly, the winning party has to back at least 46 seats, a target the BJP seems to be racing towards with ease. Now, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has thanked the people of Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan for their unwavering support to the BJP in the assembly elections. Prime Minister Modi posted a message on X, and I quote him here: "We bow to the Janata Janardhan. The results in Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan indicate that the people of India are firmly with politics of good governance and development, which the BJP stands for. I thank the people of these states for their unwavering support and assure them that we will keep working tirelessly for their well-being. A special thanks to the hard-working party Karyakartas. Each of them is exemplary. They worked tirelessly and highlighted our development agenda among the people," unquote. On the election results in the 4 Indian states, Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh said that rising above caste and religion, people have voted for Prime Minister Modi.
पिछले कई वर्षों से एक के बाद एक मोदी जी ने जो भी नई पहल की, जो भी नया इनिशिएटिव लिया, उसमें वोट की राजनीति से ऊपर उठ करके लोगों के विवेक पर छोड़ दिया कि अब आप निर्णय करिए, हम उन तक पहुंचेंगे जिनको हमारी आवश्यकता है, या जहां कोताही रहेगी उसकी पूर्ति करेंगे। चाहे वो उज्ज्वला की योजना थी तो जो जो ज़रूरतमंद हमारी बहन थी उस तक गैस का सिलेंडर पहुंचाई, ये नहीं पूछा कि आपने वोट किसको दिया, ये नहीं पूछा कि आपका धर्म जात मजहब क्या है। इसी तरह शौचालयों का था, सुविधा भी दी, सम्मान भी दिया, सुरक्षा भी थी, स्वच्छता भी दी, स्वास्थ्य भी दिया। और मैं तो कहूँगा कि इस चुनाव से एक बार फिर से प्रमाणित हो गया कि मोदी जी एक वो डोर है, ये नाम जो सारे देश को एक धागे में बांधता है, उत्तर हो के दक्षिण, पूर्व हो के पश्चिम, पूर्वोत्तर हो।
Former Rajasthan Chief Minister and BJP leader Vasundhara Raje said that the victory in Rajasthan Assembly elections belongs to the people who have given the chosen the BJP over the Congress party.
हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के जो सपने को साकार करने की पूरी कोशिश करते हुए उस दिशा में मेहनत करके ये परिणाम दिलाने का काम किया है। और सबसे बड़ी बात तो यह है कि ये जीत हमारे जनता जनार्दन की है, जिसने कांग्रेस के कुराज को नकारते हुए और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सुराज को अपनाने का काम किया है। और ये जीत 2024 में मोदी जी को फिर से देशवासियों की सेवा का अवसर देने की जीत।
India's Commerce Minister and BJP leader Piyush Goyal said that the people of 4 elections of the state have given their blessings to Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के विश्वास पर, उनकी गारंटी पर भारत के 4 राज्यों की जनता ने फिर एक बार अपना आशीर्वाद प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को दिया है। आप गहराई से देखें तो ये सामान्य विजय नहीं है। मध्य प्रदेश में ऐतिहासिक बढ़त हुई है भाजपा की। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के प्रति लोगों का विश्वास दिनों दिन बढ़ते जा रहा है। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी जो कहते हैं वो करते हैं, ये बात लोगों के जहन में आ गई है।
The Minister of Parliamentary Affairs of India, Prahlad Joshi, said that people have voted for the BJP and people have voted for a positive commitment and the leadership in particular of PM Modi.
I have already reacted. People have voted for the Bharatiya Janata Party's positive commitment and Prime Minister Modi's leadership and very well micromanagement under the guidance of our national president and Amit Shah ji. This has worked out well, and people have rejected overall Congress party in almost in the majority of the states. Congress party has always been giving the bogus promises. People have seen it in Karnataka, people have seen it in Himachal Pradesh. So literally they have failed. That's why they have rejected, people have rejected the Congress party. I am very happy, especially as the in charge of Rajasthan. We have won and we will cross 124 at least.
Reacting to the BJP's bumper win in the state elections, India's Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur hailed PM Modi's leadership and the double-engine government. Take a listen.
ये जीत खास है क्योंकि मोदी जी पर विश्वास है। लोगों ने कह दिया देश में एक ही गारंटी पर विश्वास है, मोदी की गारंटी चलेगी। और मोदी जी ने भी कहा मेरे लिए कोई जाति नहीं, जाति है तो युवा, महिला, किसान और गरीब, और इन सब के कल्याण के लिए काम करना है, विकास करना है। और गरीब कल्याण ने फिर करके दिखाया। मोदी जी ने जो किया, लोगों ने माना कि डबल इंजन की सरकार जैसे मध्य प्रदेश और देश में थी, उस पर छत्तीसगढ़ और राजस्थान दोनों ने ही जो साथ लगते राज्य थे विश्वास किया कि मध्य प्रदेश में कैसे काम हुआ है। अब मैं ये कहूंगा दुनिया को भारत पर विश्वास है।
And staying with our top story on assembly election results, more reactions have come in from BJP leaders on BJP's lead in Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Minister Smriti Irani said that today's results are a symbol of PM Narendra Modi's magic.
मोदी की गारंटी पर जनता ने जो भरोसा दिखाया है, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता होने के नाते हम जनता के प्रति कृतज्ञता का भाव रखते हैं। बार बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ताओं ने डंके की चोट पर कहा कि मोदी मैजिक रंग लाएगा। आज के परिणाम उसी का प्रतीक है।
Another Indian minister, Nitin Gadkari, said that the people of the country have shown their mood through these election results.
राजस्थान, मध्य प्रदेश और छत्तीसगढ़, ये तीनों राज्यों में बहुत अच्छी सफलता मिली है और एक प्रकार से जनता ने मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में हमारे सरकार ने जो नीतियां अपनाई थी उसका एक प्रकार से समर्थन देकर हमें सपोर्ट किया है। इस ऐतिहासिक विजय के लिए मैं प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी का और हमारे अध्यक्ष जगत प्रसाद नड्डा जी का और विशेष रूप से अभिनंदन करता हूं, धन्यवाद देता हूं और मध्य प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़ और राजस्थान के सभी पार्टी के पदाधिकारी और कार्यकर्ताओं को भी उनका भी अभिनंदन करता हूं, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं।
In Telangana, counting trends show the Congress crossing the majority mark of 60, while the BRS, the party in Parsons' 10 years, trailing second, followed by the BJP. And my colleague Aisha Khanam sent us this report from Hyderabad in Telangana, which saw the Congress party crossing the halfway mark in the assembly election.
The ever-smiling Revanth Reddy is a natural choice for Chief Minister in Telangana. Although the party has not named him as the Chief Minister face during the campaigning, but it is very clear the way he led this entire election campaign and brought back Congress to rule Telangana is one factor that has won the hearts in Telangana state. Although the party will call a CLP and then decide the name of the Chief Minister, and if the party also decides to name any second candidate, this could spoil the party that they are celebrating after this grand victory. At the moment in Telangana, people are rejoicing, the Congress supporters are rejoicing, and those who claim that they had no jobs, they had no employment during the BRS rule, hope their lives will improve and they will have a Telangana of their dreams. With cameraman Venkat, Asha Khanam, DD India, Hyderabad.
And Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi also reacted to Telangana's electoral result. He took to X, and I quote him here: "My dear sisters and brothers of Telangana, thank you for your support to the BJP. Over the last few years, this support has only been increasing, and this trend will continue in the times to come. Our bond with Telangana is unbreakable, and we will keep working for the people. I also appreciate the industrious efforts of each and every BJP Karyakarta," unquote. Still to come on DD India Live. US Vice President Kamala Harris sketches out US vision of post-conflict Gaza. Philippine forces on high alert after a bomb kills 4 people and injures several others during a Catholic mass. And the Euro 2024 draw ceremony held in Hamburg, Germany for one-month tournament to be held in Munich in June.
This program is sponsored by IEPFA, Informed Investor, Empowered Investor, Smart Investor.
एक लंबे रक्तपात भरे युग का अंत धारा 370 के समाप्त होने से पहले।
For decades and decades, downtown area of Srinagar has always been symbolic of unrest, turbulence, turmoil, disturbances, and everything that has to do with the disruption.
पहले तो महीने में 20 दिन होता था हड़ताल, अब नहीं होती।
I'm right now standing in the middle of the Jama Masjid market, and this is how weekday here looks like.
जिनको होगा 1-2 करोड़ टर्नओवर है, बिल्कुल कैश टर्नओवर।
बंद क्या बंद? ये दुकान हालात तो बिल्कुल ठीक है, बिल्कुल ठीक है, कुछ नहीं होता है।
कश्मीर तो बेनजीर है, हीरा है, दंगा फसाद तो नहीं है।
The making of the Naya Kashmir or New Kashmir.
This program is sponsored by IEPFA, Informed Investor, Empowered Investor, Smart Investor.
You're watching DD India Live. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. Philippine forces were on high alert on Sunday after a bomb killed 4 people and injured several others during a Catholic mass in a university gymnasium in the south of the country, an attack the authorities called Islamist terrorism. The blast took place in Marawi, a city besieged by pro-Islamic State militants for 5 months in the year 2017. Urging calm, Marcos posted on the social media platform X that he had instructed the National Police and Armed Forces to ensure the protection and safety of civilians and the security of affected and vulnerable communities. The Army Major General Gabriel Viray III called the attack at the Mindanao State University a terror act, speaking to reporters as explosive disposal experts were deployed. U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris on Saturday laid out American objectives for when the Israel-Hamas conflict ends and stressed that once the war ends, efforts to rebuild should be pursued with a view towards the goal of a 2-state solution in which Israel and Palestinians could live in peace.
Further, we have been clear the Palestinians have a right to dignity and self-determination, and Israelis and Palestinians must enjoy equal measures of prosperity and freedom. They also all deserve a sense of safety and security. And a 2-state solution then remains the best path, we believe, toward a durable peace.
U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin deemed it a moral responsibility for Israel to protect civilians.
You see, in this kind of a fight, the center of gravity is the civilian population. And if you drive them into the arms of the enemy, you replace a tactical victory with a strategic defeat. So I have repeatedly made clear to Israel's leaders that protecting Palestinian civilians in Gaza is both a moral responsibility and a strategic imperative.
Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu responded to U.S. comments on Saturday, saying that Israel was continuing to work in coordination with the U.S. and international organizations to define safe areas for Gaza civilians.
We determine safe areas in Gaza in coordination with international agencies and with our American friends. We determine safe areas to where the population knows it can evacuate. We did it in the north and we will do it elsewhere. And this is important because we have no desire to harm the population. We have a desire to avoid harming the population. We have a very strong desire to hurt Hamas.
North Korea's Reconnaissance Satellite Operation Office began its mission as a military intelligence organization. The office, organized at the Pyongyang General Control Center of the National Aerospace Technology Administration, started to discharge its mission on Saturday, and it will report acquired information to the Reconnaissance Bureau at the Army and other major units. North Korea says it successfully launched its first military spy satellite on 21st November, transmitting photographs of the White House, the Pentagon, U.S. military bases and target regions in South Korea.
It is a beautiful day for launch.
And now take a look at some other stories making news around the world. Hundreds of Peruvians took to the streets of Lima on Saturday to demand the ouster of President Dina Boluarte after reports emerged the country's Attorney General plans to file a constitutional complaint against her over protester deaths. Protesters accused both Boluarte and Benavides of corruption and called for justice for protesters who died. The state-owned oil giant PetroChina said on Saturday its Changqing oil field has discovered a large-scale oil field with geological reserves of more than 100 million tons in northwestern China's Gansu province. One person died and 11 were missing after flash floods hit near Lake Toba in Indonesia's North Sumatra province. Around 350 people using heavy equipment were carrying out search and rescue efforts, while about 200 people had been evacuated. Venezuelans are preparing to cast their vote in a referendum on the country's historical claim over the Essequibo region, an area controlled by neighboring Guyana. The Essequibo is an oil-producing area claimed by both countries. With today's consultation, the government of Venezuela is trying to take a step forward in the creation of a Venezuelan state within the disputed territory. DD India's Latin American correspondent Mary Trini Mina has more details from Caracas.
The territorial dispute goes back to the late 1800s, when the former British colony Guyana demarcated its territory. Venezuela argued they illegally expanded their border and took land that belonged to Venezuela. Despite the international arbitration that has taken place for over 100 years, Venezuela has continued to claim about 2/3 of modern Guyana as its own. Since then, the territory has been administered by Guyana and claimed by Venezuela. In the referendum, Venezuela is asking their citizens to answer 5 questions concerning the border dispute, including to create a Venezuelan state within the Essequibo region, and also to grant Venezuelan citizenship to the region's residents. Guyana says the referendum poses a threat. The border dispute has gained importance in the last decade after the government of Guyana approved the extraction of oil in the claimed area. The American oil and gas multinational ExxonMobil is in charge of the facilities in the contested region. On Friday, the International Court of Justice ordered Venezuela to refrain from taking any action which would modify the current situation. Guyana has administered the disputed territory for over 100 years, but Venezuela does not recognize the court jurisdiction on the long-standing controversy, saying the judges are biased in favor of Guyana. Brazil, which shares a border with Guyana and Venezuela, has increased its military presence in the area. Mary Trini Mina in Caracas, reporting for DD India.
An art and craft workshop on the International Day of Persons with Disabilities was organized at the National Gallery of Modern Art in New Delhi on Sunday. The event saw attendance of about 100 specially abled children who tried their hand at drawing and painting. It was supported by the Ministry of Culture, now Special Olympics Bharat, and the National Gallery of Modern Art. Minister of State for Housing and Urban Affairs Kaushal Kishore, Chairperson of Special Olympics Bharat Dr. Mallika Nadda, and para-athletes encouraged the young participants at the event. Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra was organized in India's Himachal Pradesh. Senior BJP leader and a former Assembly Speaker Vipin Singh Parmar inaugurated the event. People welcomed the awareness vehicle and watched short films. And now take a look at some other stories making news today. President of India, Draupadi Murmu, paid floral tributes to the first president of the country, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, on his birth anniversary at Rashtrapati Bhavan today. Parts of Tamil Nadu continue to witness heavy rainfall in the wake of an alert over Cyclone Michong. The India Meteorological Department on Sunday upgraded the outlook for Cyclone Michong over the southwest Bay of Bengal. Meanwhile, the remaining part of the state might witness thunderstorms and lightning. Several parts of India's capital, New Delhi, shrouded in haze as pollution levels went up. Roads and buildings were shrouded in smog. The air quality index recorded the air quality at 223, putting it in the very unhealthy category. Host Germany will take on Scotland in the inaugural match of the Euro Championship in 2024 in Munich, while defending champions Italy will be in the same group as Spain. 3 times champions Germany will start the one-month tournament in Munich on 14th June, with the final to be played on 14th July in Berlin. The draw was held in Hamburg. The hosts qualified automatically and 20 teams advanced through the European qualifiers. 3 teams are still not known and will come through the playoffs in the month of March. The top 2 in each of the 6 Euro 2024 groups proceed to the round of 16, along with the 4 best third-placed finishers. Germany will also play Hungary, who came through the qualifying campaign unbeaten, and Switzerland in Group A. Germany manager Julian Nagelsmann said that it's not a group of death, but a very strong group.
Well, a good group, not a group of death. There are 2 other groups for that. We can look forward to great matches in Germany. 3 teams that have performed very well, especially Switzerland and Scotland in their qualification games, where they have left some teams behind quite unexpectedly. The opening match against the Scots in Munich will be very emotional for both sides. The Germans and the Scots, with great fans, with a very emotional style of football, deep defense and long passes.
India and Australia will battle it out in the final match of the 5-match T20 series in the southern city of Bengaluru on Sunday. The men in blue have already won the series 3-1, but Team India would like to carry forward their winning streak. They'd like to win the concluding match before the South Africa T20I series that begins on the 10th of December. With the series already sealed, the Indian management might look to test the bench strength. On the other hand, the relatively inexperienced Australian side will be determined to depart the Indian shores on a winning note. India has played 6 matches at the M. Chinnaswamy Stadium. They won 2 matches and lost 3, while 1 game concluded with no result. And that's all we have for you in this edition of DD India Live. But let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X and Instagram. You can also check out our website, ddindia.co.in. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. From all of us here in New Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live.